What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here, and I want to read a comment here that I meant to respond to months ago, but Rome makes a great point here, and I want to clarify because I think it can be kind of confusing. If Rome, you are concerned or confused, you have absolutely every right to be. He says, "Hey, Pete, it seems that you're saying that for most folks, financial coaching isn't a worthwhile career to pursue, as $40,000 annually is very hard to live off of. To play devil's advocate, why continue to promote the industry?" Well, he makes a great point here. And I think what I'm doing generally with this channel is two things. I am trying to make people that go into this industry as successful as possible. I'm trying to give you the insights so that you don't spend time just training and being inundated with reading and academia and stuff like that and not actually doing the business that generates money. But two, I'm also trying to screen people from entering this industry if they're not ready for it. And the reason is because most people see this as, hey, unlimited income opportunity. Hey, this is something that I can do on my free time. It's going to give me job freedom, job security. I can move to my favorite mountain in Montana and work from there, work remotely, and make six figures. And the reality is, most people, one, as he mentioned here, don't make that much money. Most of people in this industry will make 40-ish thousand dollars a year, which I'm not saying is too little to live on. You can certainly live on it. When I first started, making $40,000 as a financial coach was kind of almost unheard of. You were usually making a lot less than that. What I am saying though is I am trying to prevent people from having financial ruin themselves personally by getting into this, pouring in time and resources, and then finding out that this isn't the business for them. For most people, entrepreneurship, sole proprietorship, going into business for yourself is not the right thing. Most people don't have the will, the motivation, and the drive. They want to focus on the things that interest them, and they don't want to do the mundane things that actually build businesses. And so most people come into this, and 3 months later, 6 months later, 9 months later, they decide it's not for them because they didn't bring any clients, or they worked with a bunch of people but they didn't have the gumption to bill those people. And so they didn't have income to their business. And so I see lots of people come into this. And I don't know how many people wash out, but I've seen percentages as high as 80 or 90% are out of the business by the first year. However, if you do decide to cross over that threshold and become a financial coach, I want to give you as much help as I possibly can to make you successful. Because if you do step into the breach, there is business to do here. This could be a good business. Some people are crushing it in this business. Some people come in and 30, 60, 90 days after launching for the first time are making more money than they did in their full-time job. So there is an opportunity here to be successful, but I do not want to confuse people that think that by starting this, there is so much business that they are more than likely going to be successful. You have to put in the elbow grease. You have to put in the work. You have to do some of the things that you don't like doing. Otherwise, this business is going to flame out. So that's basically what I was saying, Rome, is that yes, if you want to make $40,000 a year and you want to have a nice balance, this could be a good career. But even then, I think you're still going to have to work your tail off at the beginning. You're going to have to build this business. In fact, I just had dinner with a friend of mine who was a financial coach. Now she does financial wellness for a larger organization, and she was doing fine, making six figures a year. But the business is hard. The business is difficult to sustain. The business requires a lot of effort. And even if you have an embedded existing client base, it can be tiring to work with them. It can draw a lot out of you. So this is not necessarily a business for the faint of heart. There is a lot of work here, and it's usually up here. It's mental. You got to keep yourself sharp. You've got to deal with people and their problems. And so a lot of times it feels like being a customer service agent because a lot of times you're dealing with a lot of situations that are very complex, very challenging, and sometimes kind of depressing. And hopefully you're helping them get to the other side of it, emerge from the tunnel enlightened and happier. But a lot of times there's a lot of slogging through the mud along the way. So what I'm saying here is, think twice about joining this business. Be self-aware about what your strengths and weaknesses are before diving into this business. But if you are diving into this business, I hope I can help you be successful at it. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.